at least for me, it was like really confronting in her younger years because I would get so frustrated and riled up. But now, as she is 16, how she is makes it easier for us to be in a trustful relationship because I understand so much of how I affect her. Right. Not necessarily a lot about how she is, because that shifts, but how I tend to affect her. And since my way is a lot more grounded than hers, like she's still doing a lot of shifting and changing, so am I. But her shit is like, nigga, 2 weeks in and I'm different. Because mine is more grounded, it's easier for me to just be like, oh, okay, I see what she's reacting to and I see what my part is in this. Let me be with that right quick instead of rushing to deal with the part that's actually her shit.
Right? You can pivot easier. That's so true. And they are, yeah, I see how Sora is like affected by just, I don't even have to say anything, but she could feel how I feel. So if I'm like disappointed, I'm like, the goal is for her to get feedback or a lesson from the mistake, not be upset that I'm disappointed.
Thank you. That's perfect. Exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, I had to pay attention, like breathe or like, before you say this, is this for her or me? Like if I'm having like a frustrating day, it's like, okay, do I really need to point that out?
That's the thing. Just to make the decision, because sometimes my answer is like, yes. And then later I'm like, you know what? That actually the answer wasn't yes. And then I can be with that and be like, yeah. And then also when she does stuff like that, either one of them, Marley, Sage, or anybody, like when they do that, also because we're in practice again and they're watching not what we say but what we do, they can see how we are willing to apologize. And I learned that from them. Actually, they didn't learn that from me, it was the other way around. But there are many things where they see me offering a level of grace, and then in turn when the tables are flipped, then they offer that same thing. And I love how you worded it where it's like it's not about the thing that's happening, it's for me to be with that, for me to take that pause and say, before I say this, that's such a powerful practice because oftentimes it'll bring you back to what the actual issue is. And then you can still say, because you're not going to not talk, but then you can say from a place that isn't about what you said. What'd you say? You know?
Or I'm frustrated because we talked about
Yes.
this before, but you're doing it again. So from that standpoint, not like, come on, like what you said.